In the beginning, this land was called Lechia. Later it took the name Poland. Poland has always been here. What if the oldest stories of this land spoke with the voice of a wolf? Across the old north, rivers, forests, and marshes shaped travel and memory. Our map style blends 2D and 3D to reveal that landscape. Letters moved across borders too. Greek for scholars, runes and local scripts for ritual and trade, names shifting with tongues. Textures rush like time. Watch valleys, dunes and river fans emerge, the stage for stories that later became Poland's mythic past. Tonight, a map-led origin story, 8 minutes. One question: where did the wolf people live? In Polish myth, an ancient realm, Lechia. Here, Lechia equals Poland in the mythic telling. Legends stretch it back 10,000 years. Under the Lechia label lie many layers, tribes, roots and seasons. We keep the overlay, but test it against maps and artifacts. A seal of continuity. Dynasties changed, yet settlement persisted. Archaeology tracks that thread through soil and wood. Myth is a door. Now, let's test it against texts and spades. Newry by the marshes, Scythians on the steppe. Topography guides movement, uplands for lookout, marsh for defense, rivers for exchange. Myth often follows these contours. We'll balance legend with sources, classical, medieval, and modern science. Method note: we pair chronicles with digs, climate data, and genetics, always asking what the ground can confirm. From parchments to proteins, residue to genomes. Keep the myth in view, and listen for the howl in the archives. The wolf eye is a metaphor for identity, clan, costume, courage. Keep that idea as we enter the sources. Herodotus places the Neri by the Pripyat and Dnieper. He writes they seemed like magicians, changing into wolves for days. Transformation here means costume and trance, shadow dance, drum and mask, ritual power rather than literal change. Likely cult ritual, wolf skins, masks, a totemic animal. Mark the waterways, Desna, Pripyat, Middle Dnieper, winter roads and summer corridors where news and myths travelled. Cold breath and frost recall the climate window Herodotus described. Harsh seasons shaping custom and story. Roman-era compilers echoed northern peoples and their wonders. Illuminated pages reframe older tales, margins add marvels, but the core geographies remain surprisingly consistent. Medieval chroniclers stitched folklore into chronicles. They named the realm Lechia in Polish tradition. Wax seals meant authority. When scribes stamped a tale, it entered memory as record, not rumour. Typography beats like a drum. Place, people, practice. 3 checks will keep applying. Question: Nurian wolf lore in the Narew-Pripyat basin. Scythian legends overlap these waterways. Steppe meets forest, legend meets rite. Snow and silence set the scene where wolf lore thrives. Edges of forest and fen, far from city walls. In the mythic frame, this was Poland, Lechia. Turn the page, out of manuscripts and into soil to test the stories with spades. Chotyniec, southeastern Poland, a hill fort tied to the Scythian cultural circle. Chotyniec, late 8th to 6th century BCE. Labels fix time and space, so artifacts speak clearly. Greek amphorae, weapons, metal accessories of Scythian origin. Chronology frame, imports peak, local craft adapts, and contacts with the steppe intensify, then fade. Routes linked hill forts to steppe caravans, metal, salt, horses, and stories moving together. An outpost, terrain, upland, visibility, a military node. Residues confirm narcotic rites described by ancient authors. Herodotus on Scythian skin leather, now directly evidenced. Genomes sketch Scythians as largely European in origin. Genetic nodes highlight the Middle Don Semiluk cluster, distinct from surrounding steppe yet connected by kinship lines. Dust trails hint at traffic. Trade is a memory machine. Objects carry ideas farther than armies do. Archaeology places Scythian signals on Polish soil. Forest steppe meets marshlands, the Nuri zone. Tableau of rite bearers. Garment signal roll, not species. Performance binds the group before the hunt. Ritual dress is not transformation, but it can feel like one. The Lechia span remains legendary. Wind over marsh recalls the Nuri zone, forest steppe fringes where masks, drums, and winter tales endure. Three lenses: ritual, totemism, and fear of the frontier. Masks align hunter and animal. A seasonal passage enacted. From afar, rite becomes metamorphosis. Three lenses again on the map: ritual practice, totem identity, and frontier fear shaping rumor. In Grimm, a detective polices a world of hidden creatures. Its werewolves draw on European folklore. A plausible echo from the East. Wolf people of Lechia in popular imagination. Cut between costume, leader, silhouette. The rhythm that makes a rite feel like metamorphosis to onlookers. In myth, Lechia was Poland, stretched across ages. Recap on the sepia sheet. Lechia in myth, Poland in history, and steppe signals in between. In evidence, Scythian traces, Nurian zones, and rites that wore the wolf. A lineup of figures marks continuity: Nuri neighbors, Scythian visitors, and local clans exchanging forms. From Herodotus to hill forts, the trail endures. If this journey spoke to you, like and share. Credits roll. Sources include Herodotus, Polish archaeology, and recent genetic studies informing this synthesis. Biskupiec, older than Rome. When the Roman hills were still just mounds, a large fortified city thrived by Lake Biskupiec.